A minute of quiet passes. Eventually, as silence passes for a bit, you hear a voice, a very, very soft and gentle voice that you haven't heard yet, kind of break the darkness. It goes, I think it's safe to speak now. The kind of live-looking individual you saw earlier with the kind of wiry red hair and the somewhat reddish and black eyes says, well, it was uncommon to see individuals wandering the city with a look of absolute victimization. I'm Senokir.
Senokir?
Senokir. This is Uten, my business partner.
Nice to meet you.
We are jewelers here in the city of Brass. And, if I'm not mistaken, you now owe us a favor.
What caught your attention on us, aside from the utter look of patheticness?
Well, favors are more useful when you're not in chains.
Yes,
Fair.
this is true.
So, let us wait here about 10, 15 more moments. Let any immediate chance of you running into those thugs pass, and we'll have a more private conversation at our place of business, if you don't mind.
Why do you wear those white robes? Do they signify anything?
They signify our freedom.
Were you once in chains?
Few that come here manage to escape that fate immediately. We found our way. Glancing at him, he's a very hard individual to read. He has this very awkward, stilted, conversational cadence to his way of speaking, and whenever he speaks to you, he's not quite looking at you at all times. He seems...
Hey, my eyes are down.
He doesn't seem dishonest, just hard to read. Senokir sits as well, hands kind of crossed very pleasantly in front of him, very up straight and strange, head kind of cocked a little bit to the side. So you've found yourselves here, out of place, and we've helped you once. We will discuss the terms of our repayment for our aid, but before then, I must ask why you would come here so unprepared.
So unprepared. Well, does the name Thordak ring a bell? The Cinder King. It's a pseudonym, maybe?
I heard this name.
Pseudonym. Thordak has escaped into our realm.
Good.
Into the...
Keep him away from here.
All right.
That's the goal.
That's what we want as well.
You have a distaste for the worm?
No, I just don't trust dragons.
Yeah.
He's currently still linked to this realm. We are trying to take care of as much of it as humanly possible.
Humanly.
As much as humanly possible. Perhaps a little bit more. We are here for the little bit more. We seek powers to help us defeat the dragon.
Perhaps I can be of aid. What powers do you seek?
What powers can you do?
I asked my question first.
So creepy.
Are there any fire giants in this city?
That narrows it down. There are only 3 that live here.
Oh, well that's great.
Not under subjugation.
Not...
Happen to have
Well,
their
you know,
names?
do people under subjugation own a lot?
Generally, no. Those
Then,
that own
yeah.
them own what they own. So maybe it's one of them. You can go ask.
Are they
I like
close?
you so much.
Relatively. Depending on which one you ask first.
You could just give us their addresses or something, and we could go check it out. Like if you had
Where's
a
Uten?
Thomas
What is
guide or
Uten
something.
doing through all of this?
Uten is just like sitting back, arms crossed.
Does
just
he
listening
seem
to
like
convers-
she seems like totally like chill? This is the way this dude talks all
Yeah,
the
it's
fucking
just
time.
completely unfazed.
Depending on how things go, we may even speak of perhaps commissioning some pieces. Your work is astounding.
Suddenly leans forward and steps up from the stool and walks over to you and just begins to look very closely over your clothing. Can you afford what I make?
Possibly.
At the moment.
I would like to think so. And depending on how the next few weeks go, there will be much to celebrate, and your work is celebratory.
Do you require monetary compensation, or is it something more?
Depends. I have plenty of money. But you owe me,
We do.
and if I help you find this giant and this armor you're seeking, you'll owe me even more. So, to keep this interesting, how about we go find this armor?
You don't even want to hint at what you're looking for.
Where's the fun in that?
You cheeky bastard, Matthew Mercer.
So, to the giant?
What?
Yeah,
what?
sure.
That's a
Should
great
we make
idea.
ourselves not look like us? Should we maybe
Look like you.
look like something different?
Now, how will you keep us from being harassed in the streets?
Well, I mean no disrespect, but... And he lifts his hand and kind of snaps the fingers, and you watch as Uten goes, "Oh, right, sorry. I got you." Goes rummaging through a case, and you hear what sounds like the dragging and clanging of many pieces of small
Yep.
metal.
No.
Procures a series of chains and neck irons, and Senokir looks up. There's not much else I have to offer, but for the most part you won't be bothered.
Oh, you love it.
Let me put forward a theory for you.
Son of a bitch.
Whatever deal we make,
Hate those eyes. I can't look at them.
I love him.
whatever deal we make with you here, for the record, none of us will be staying. We may be coming back to fulfill some service. We may be coming back to fulfill some favor, and we will, if that is the deal we make.
If that is the deal we make.
But the deal we make will not include any of us. Is that understood? Is that agreeable?
Unless it's for like a one-time sexual favor of some sort.
Only
In
with
which
him.
case,
I'm up
take
for
your
that.
pick.
I'm up to.
Oh my god, you people.
What?
Wow.
I think you will find our arrangements agreeable. Come,
Turning on each other.
place these gently upon yourselves and we'll be on our way.
I changed myself to look like one of him.
Impressive.
Possible?
I think you will get no concern from myself or any other genasi across your way, but
Do all of you kind of talk like this? Do I also need to talk like this?
I don't know what you mean. Very well. It seems we are prepared. Come. Now let us all go speak with Waska.
Waska?
He didn't chain me though, right? Am I
No.
chained?
No, you're not
There's
chained.
no invisible floating chain.
Waska.
No, he doesn't seem like he's intent on chaining all of you. He just chained those that couldn't
Okay.
pass.
Is Vex chained?
I am.
Oh, I tweak her nose and give her a wet willy and then dart
You
6 feet back.
fucking dick.
Ha ha. Now come. Uten. Come. Senokir turns back to the rest of you, this slight half smile on his face. So, we are to find our way to the first giant you requested. This was the one named Waska. Is that correct? Then,
Yes.
let us find our way to the Zenith Forge, where he does most of his work.
Forge?
Zenith?
Zenith Forge. Now come, follow me. He tugs the chains with a sudden burst and kind of pulls you along. As you begin walking, he begins to talk about how Waska is one of the few giants that still maintains the privilege of freedom. There was a coup within their people a few years ago, seemingly orchestrated by some of their own. As such, most of the fire giants in the city either were cast out or were placed in chains. And the few that remain one of which you'll speak with on this day, is one of the ones that sold them out. So, I hope you have your questions ready.
Yeah, for you, shitloads.
Shh!
Sorry.
Don't talk to your master in public.
That was hot.
I really feel like you're working some shit out here. Question, because I put on the ring of invisibility before we left.
Yes.
But Senokir, I think, might have chuckled when I gave my sister a wet willy. So as we're walking, and I've got the ring on, as we pass people, I'm doing this. And looking to see if anyone is reacting to that.
No one else reacts except for Senokir. Who
Right.
kind of just looks back towards you and
Oh, God, that face.
this is probably the first tour we've given. In fact,
Customers.
Senokir seems to strangely enjoy it,
Playing tour guide?
apparently. And he
Yeah,
kind of
no.
mentions over, and Senokir at this point, other hand is out, and it's like,
And around this way you can see the Venstral Spire, which is a wonderful craft fair that happens once every 2 weeks.
and Lieutenant turns back to you.
He's just like making shit up as he's walking.
Where are we? Master.
Welcome to the Zenith Forge.
Shit, it is.
So, once we enter, I would have to be the one to ask all the questions, but that would be difficult for us to do. So, the choice is yours. Either we try and find a careful way to funnel questions, or we put our cards on the table and you do the talking.
Right, have you spoken with a fire giant before?
It's been a while.
Are
Since the upset socially, I found it best to not deal with them outside of a customer-patron relationship.
Are they so weird? Are they good conversationalists?
That's a big word.
They're curious.
You seem a little bit nervous. I can't really tell because you're so strange in a wonderful way.
You're a sweet little one.
Thank you.
They're very big.
Okay.
And consider that since they kept their freedom, they're probably rather cunning.
Like bigger than him?
You'll see.
What do they construct?
As far as I know, arms, armor. You see, fire giants, they find their sense of self-worth in society by their craftsmanship. So, it's a very important thing for some.
Right, yeah. Cool. So, like wheels or like weapons? Arms. You said arms.
I said arms.
I have a hard time listening when you talk like that.
Would you like me to speak slower?
It might help. You know,
No.
with me.
It's
you know.
alright, it's alright.
That's just fine.
Senokir, where are you from? Originally?
Places. These questions aren't pertinent at the moment.
That's true. I was just so curious. You're just so interesting.
Are you flirting?
What?
Thank you. Now, shall we?
Hey, Senokir, what's he want? What do you think is fair here?
Well, usually as a craftsman, they want something of their craft, perhaps.
Craft. They want something. Okay.
Or you could always ask.
Sure. Yeah. I'll ask.
Just follow me.
Great.
Great.
We will.
Are you mocking me?
What? What are you talking about?
Right, continue, please.
He just pulls the chains a little bit.
Senokir, did that exchange go about the way you thought it would?
Sure.
Good.
This guy likes to party.
I'll talk to Spain a lot to meet.
Well, how about we just walk around for a moment so we aren't looking weirdly in public doing nothing?
You're right.
Good idea. Yes.
Okay.
Lead on.
If you think we're looking weird, we should trust that.
Well said. Tugs the chain. You guys had a nice, awkward walk, just being led quietly through the street. And back around.
Can we be the monks from Monty Python?
As you guys begin chanting to yourselves, Senokir goes, actually, sure, go ahead. And just keeps pulling you along as you guys chant in whatever phrases you decide to mingle and decide upon. You come back around and you see the rest of them arriving at the door, but they cannot see you. Senokir does kind of glance over in your direction. Ah, it appears that our walk was just enough time. So,
Oh shit, you can see him?
I have my ways, yes.
What kind of ways?
Your brother is a fun character.
He's a dick? Do you mean a dick?
From your standards, yes.
Yeah.
Being from where I'm standing, I find it hilarious. Now, shall we? So Senokir pipes up and goes, actually, you're welcome to stay at our place. We have facilities that could function. Besides, it's a lot of chain we have to carry back now.
No, it's fine.
It's
true.
We have the
We'll do you the favor, Senokir, of carrying this chain back to your place.
That's wonderful, thank you.
Favor for a favor.
Indeed. We'll talk soon about mine.
What
Back
is
in
the
your
Sultan's
store, you're a
name?
traveling salesman.
Yeah, these are the
I
smallest
like A
of the
or
bunch.
C, but
So,
The Sultan's name is the Grand Sultan of the Ifrit, the Lord of Flame,
Oh,
the
here we go.
potent incandescent,
You
the
started
temporary,
yeah, no,
and
no,
eternal
no,
flame
no,
of truth,
no. We heard once
the most
before.
puissant
Actually,
hunters,
yes. I'm so
Marshal
sorry.
of the Order of the Fiery Heart, the Smoldering
Once he starts, he
Dictator,
has to
the
finish.
Crimson Firebrand, Marake al-Sidon al-Harik
I
ben
thought you were
Lazen.
bad.
Okay, nobody do that again.
I'll make the mansion for the night. We'll
Yeah.
all take a rest and then go tomorrow.
I was going to make some bets. We have Littens.
Oh, that's so kind of you. But we have beds that are, specific to us, and we need them.
Just the break from the heat is the only thing that would force us to deny your hospitality.
Very well.
But we will keep the door to our rooms, of course, in your abode.
Of course. We'll discuss soon our arrangement. Good night.
Oh, Jesus.
God,
I will ask, though, just to be safe, if I could have, of your choice, one small bauble to remember you by, as we still have an arrangement to discuss, and knowing to an extent your capabilities, there's a chance that you might escape without returning to me. So,
Is that for memories or for some voodoo shit?
It's
What-
voodoo shit.
Yeah.
it is to make sure that should you abscond without upholding your end of the deal, I can find you.
From each of us or just one thing?
I
Just
could
one.
give him one of the sand keg bottles.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I got I druid craft a band around his arm.
Thank you. That'll die soon.
It's you can like preserve it.
No, it's
yeah?
gonna die, Keyleth. Don't. even.
It'll still function. It just will be lifeless. So, continue, please. Stay safe. You see Senokir is just off in the corner, currently going through papers, and as you guys step inside, glances over. So, hello. It's good to see you so soon. Can I help you? I'm glad you returned. For, if you are on your way, this would be a good time for me to ask you a favor. He turns around and goes
Oh, God.
behind an area, moves a couple things around. Seems to hear the clicking of something unlocking.
If you want some autographs, I mean, you don't
No
have to be
need.
so shy.
But you're sweet.
What is
And he
Comes
pulls
the
out this
human
small
skin
dark
sex,
box.
Oh, God.
It's about this big. I want you to take this and do me a favor. This will consider our debt cleared. Yes.
What is it?
What is it?
This box contains the ashes of my late wife, Zafin.
Oh.
I've kept them for years and have been intending to make a trip to Vasselheim and bury it beneath the birth heart, in the abundant terrace where she once lived and toiled as a girl. I would hope that you do this, and I would consider our pact complete.
No shit.
That's it.
Wow.
What a nice, sweet man.
Yeah, I think we misjudged him.
How many, I do hate to pry, but how long ago did your wife pass?
This would have been 4 years, 2 months, 6 days.
Why is it
27
important to bury it there?
It's where she grew up as a girl.
You have our condolences.
And
It's
a
all
promise. It will be done.
Good.
Family and history are important.
Indeed.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let us be off
Yes,
then.
yes, we'll just
And
be
if
gone
you-
then.
Ever find yourself in the material plane and
Nope.
need a tour guide?
Hey, Senokir, do you have any fire potions?
Hold on, I'm conversing. What were you saying?
Just, you know where to find us. I gave you that bracelet, so.
Yes, indeed.
You'll most likely be hearing from us as well.
As one last thank you to him, since I'm still invisible, I make moose antlers behind my sister's head and go.
That's what I wanted. One last laugh.
Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Thank you, Senator.
Stay safe.
Thank you, Senokir.
Let's
Turns around and goes back to his paper.
Wait, Senokir, before you do that, is it safe for us to, teleport out of here? You won't
He's
mind?
just going through his papers, not paying attention.
Okay.
Yeah, just do it.
Right.
go.